Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network tonight from the Fort Morgan High School Gymnasium, the Stan Lampe Gymnasium. It's the visiting Thompson Valley Eagles against the Fort Morgan Mustangs. I'm John Beltran, and both teams are looking for their first victories of the season. And this Fort Morgan team is 0-3. They're very young, but they played better after that opening loss to Eaton, 84-8 in that Eaton tournament. And again, this is a young team for Fort Morgan. They are starting a couple of seniors in Mareli del Campo and Yadira Longoria Vegas. Actually, a third one, Ivana Ordaz, also a senior, along with two sophomores, Bella Phillips and Shea Ramirez Osborne. As for Thompson Valley, which lost their opener, they've got 5 seniors all in the starting lineup. Cammie Wiersma, Becca Wiersma, Kelsey Jacobson, Ireland Barnes, and Charlie Durchie. The opening tip tonight is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow locally from people you know. Equitable has been providing personal bankers to help you through all the steps. Stop by one of 10 locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. Brett Anderson is the first-year head coach of the Mustangs, and jumping center will be Bella Phillips, and it's controlled over there by Charlie Durchie. With a basketball is Wiersma. That's Wiersma to Wiersma. Cammie on the outside left now to Jacobson. Back on the high right to Barnes. They just swing it around in the right wing. Cammie Wiersma. Right of the free throw line to Durchie. Dribbles, kicks it back out to Wiersma. Straight away to Kelsey Jacobson. Now to Cammie Wiersma. Pass inside down low to Wiersma, and the shot is up and in off the glass. That is Becca Wiersma feeding Charlie Durchie. 2-0 Thompson Valley. 30 seconds into the game, into the front court with a basketball for Fort Morgan is Ordaz. Ordaz dribbling towards the top, works off a pick, and that's an offensive foul. A moving screen by Shea Ramirez Osborne. That's also a turnover for the Mustangs. Yeah, there's going to be some growing pains for Fort Morgan, undoubtedly. Backcourt pressure being applied, and the ball is dribbled right into Mareli del Campo. She gets the steal. Del Campo all the way banks and scores. Mareli del Campo with a beautiful defensive play, then converting it on the offensive end. We're deadlocked at 2. In the backcourt is Cammie Wiersma with a left-handed dribble, maintaining the dribble across the timeline, guarded by Ordaz, left of the lane, all the way, lost control of the basketball, out of bounds. Well, the Mustangs playing really well defensively in the first minute of the game, tied at 2. Backcourt bounce pass is taken by Del Campo, who's a very good athlete. Mareli picks up the dribble, looking, swings it cross court, and it's bobbled, but now taken by Ordaz. Baseball pass down low. Phillips banks and misses. She was wide open, and the rebound is into the hands of Becca Wiersma. Wiersma of Thompson Valley. Long pass to Cammie. It's out of bounds. That's 3 turnovers by Thompson Valley. This could be a ball game. Thompson Valley was a top 10 team before they lost their opener. While Fort Morgan is trying to resurrect this program, they've got some good players at the younger levels. Now the ball is bobbled in the backcourt, but luckily it went off of Ireland Barnes after it made contact with Ordaz. Mustangs retain possession of the backcourt. Ramirez Osborne into Ordaz. Now to Ramirez Osborne. Jump pass is intercepted. Here is Becca Wiersma. Jump pass to Cammie. Little 5-footers around and no good. Rebound put back is up and in off the glass by Charlie Durchie. That's 4 points, and now nearly a steal in the backcourt. 4-2 Thompson Valley, 6:12 to go in the opening quarter. Crossing over is Ordaz into the front court. Pass is tipped away, and it's intercepted. Then a foul in the backcourt by the Mustangs. Both teams with 3 turnovers. And the foul was committed by Ordaz. And that's 2 turnovers. Check it, 2 fouls by the Mustangs. The Mustangs already calling a full timeout nearly 2 minutes into the game, but they're only down by a score of 4-2. And Brett Anderson is going to manage this game very, very tightly. In other words, he will not allow the opposing team to go on long stretches. If they go on a run that's even more than 8-0, 6-0 like that, he'll call timeouts. He's going to use all his timeouts, and that's pretty evident by what they're doing early. But they look pretty good defensively in the first couple of minutes. The issue is going to be offensively for Fort Morgan. Timeout brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, B&B Appliance can help you match the appliances, or can match the appliances to your needs at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. That's B&B Appliance. Mustangs and Frederick Warriors will play here in Fort Morgan at the Stan Lampe Gymnasium coming up as part of a doubleheader next Tuesday, a week from today at 5:30. We'll have that in the boys game at 7 o'clock on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It will be Thompson Valley basketball, 6 turnovers combined, 3 by each team. And to throw it in will be Ireland Barnes. Over to Becca Wiersman in the backcourt. Dribbles across the timeline. Mustangs in a 2-3. Hands it off at the top to Durchie. She's got 4 points. Bounce pass, free throw line to Barnes. Inside wide open, banking and scoring is Cammie Wiersma. She was wide open at 6-2. Into the front court, baseball pass by Ramirez Osborne is tipped away, and it's intercepted. 3-on-1. Here's Wiersma, jump pass inside, knocked out of bounds by Longoria Vegas. It'll stay with Thompson Valley. First substitution of the game. Here is a freshman in Rachel Daniels. And to throw it in will be Barnes, and the pass inside, and the layup is up and in by Durchie, was cutting to the basket, banked it in with the left hand. Boy, she's good. And now there's a steal in the backcourt, and this layup is up and in. That's made by Barnes. And now immediately another full timeout. Mustangs now with 5 turnovers, 10-2. They're getting careless now in the backcourt. Again, the issue is not defensively. The issue is going to be offensively, although there was a breakdown on that layup put in by Durchie, who's got 6 points, outscoring Fort Morgan by herself. 5:27 to go in the opening quarter. And Thompson Valley leads Fort Morgan 10-2. I'm John Beltran. And the Mustangs just want to keep this competitive as long as they can. So far, you've had a timeout called with 6:07 to go and with 5:27 to go. And those are 2 fulls. And at some point, they'll use up another full and the 30-second timeouts. There is no way that Coach Anderson will leave a timeout on the board. It's not going to happen this year. No way. He knows exactly how to manage the game, and it doesn't matter what the score is. And we have not seen evidence of that once, but now twice. So the Mustangs break the huddle. Thompson Valley back on the floor to throw it in will be Longoria Vegas in the backcourt to Ordaz. Still in the backcourt. Off that pass to Longoria Vegas. Jump pass is tipped away, and it's loose, taken by Del Campo in the front court. Bounce pass for Phillips, left baseline, puts it up, and in, and a foul! Oh, on the left baseline, she was hacked as she just threw it up there and scores. And the foul was committed by Kelsey Jacobson. Nice job by Phillips. And she will shoot a free throw. That stops the run. It was an 8-0 run by Thompson Valley, and the free throw by the freshman is a line drive that is short, and the ball is loose, picked up by Becca Wiersma. Second rebound. There's the long pass, and the layup is up, and that is missed over there by Ireland Barnes. The ball is loose. It's volleyball out of bounds. It stays with Thompson Valley. And to throw it in is Barnes to the right of the basket. Watch for Durchie cutting. In the left corner, Cammie Wiersma, 3 is up, and that is no good. Becca Phillips went for the rebound, but it's stolen away there by Durchie. Long pass at the top now for Cammie Wiersma. Now to Becca on the high left. Hands it off to Cammie Wiersma. Bounce pass, free throw line to Barnes. Now left baseline penetration, putting it up as Becca Wiersma misses, and the ball is loose, and she gets her own rebound. The Mustangs not secure on the rebounds. Then the 3 is up and in. Check it. It's going to be a 2 by Cammie Wiersma on the right wing, 12-4. Marely Del Campo just beyond midcourt. She's got to get out of it. Nearly in the backcourt. They're trying to tie her up, and they do. They tie her up. And it'll stay with Fort Morgan. Yeah, that's tough when you are double teamed over there and the Mustangs to throw it in. You got to have somebody throw it in. It'll be Rachel Daniels at midcourt with Fort Morgan down 12-4, 4.5 to go. And the entry pass is tipped away and stolen by Wiersma. 6 turnover. The long pass to Becca Wiersman's up and in off the glass. And guess what? Another full timeout called by the Mustangs. With 4:22 to go in the opening quarter, it's 14-4. Timeout brought to you by B&B Appliance. Yeah, once you get to the fourth quarter, if there's a lead of 35 or more, you can go to a running clock. It's at 10 now, but we're anticipating with the way Thompson Valley plays basketball, they're a seasoned team with 5 senior starters, that more than likely is going to be the case. But Fort Morgan's going to hang in as long as possible. They're just going to play it close to the best and stay in this game. Down 14-4. Durchee's got 6 points. The Mustangs have 2 apiece from Del Campo and Bella Phillips. Better Electric covers all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter at 970-521-1030. That's Better Electric. No substitutions yet. Both Wiersma still in there for Thompson Valley, along with Ireland Barnes, Charlie Durchie, and Kelsey Jacobson. For the Mustangs, Phillips, along with Longoria Vegas, Morelli Del Campo. Into the front court now is Ivana Ordaz. Here to Shea Ramirez. Osborne jump pass is tipped away, taken by Del Campo in the corner, and then her bounce pass is off the right hand of Phillips out of bounds. Mustangs have committed 7 turnovers, but they're applying the pressure in the backcourt. They are trying to dictate it with their defense. Baseball pass is taken by Durchie at midcourt. It's a 3-on-3, dribbling left of the lane, spinning, turning, shooting. The ball is blocked out of bounds. Well, that's a nice defensive play. There were a couple of Mustangs right there. She barely got the ball out of her hand. And to trigger it in will be Ireland Barnes. Looking, still looking. Swings it outside right, wide open 3 is off the front of the rim. It's missed by Wiersma. Put back is missed by Durchie. Now back out to Cami Wiersma into the lane, scoops it up, back of the rim and in. For Cami Wiersma, she's got 6, and the lead is 12, 16-4. Now they're hitting the boards nearly and over and back by Fort Morgan, and then Ordaz is fouled by Ireland Barnes. 3rd team foul. The Mustangs have committed 2. And Ramirez Osborne to throw it in at midcourt for Fort Morgan, down 12. Overhead baseball pass is taken by Ordaz, dribbling to her right. Check it, that's Longoria Vegas. Looking, spinning, she's got to get rid of the basketball, and then her jump pass is intercepted. Then there's a foul in the backcourt. And the foul was committed by Ordaz, her 2nd. The Mustangs with their 8th turnover. And Barnes to throw it in. And now 2 substitutions for Thompson Valley. That'll be Allie Mertens. Mertens and Paige Wagner checking in. The pass is into Wagner in the backcourt with a crossover dribble against Del Campo. Del Campo's got to watch out, nearly bodied her up. At the top now is Barnes on the outside left with the basketball. Dribbling into the lane is Mertens, and her runner's up and in off the glass. Allie Mertens was not stopped, and she scored. It's 18-4. Into the right corner. Longoria Vegas looking, still looking. Left-handed dribble, gets a pick. Now at the top for Ordaz. Swings it left side for Del Campo. Dribbling left baseline, puts up a floater. That's going to be an air ball, and we got a foul. Bella Phillips went from behind and made contact with Charlie Durchie. Mustangs with 14 fouls. And now Rachel Daniels checks back in, along with Abby Arroyo, who's only a sophomore. Mustangs do have, again, they got a few seniors, but a young team, and some very good 8th graders coming up. In the backcourt, Allie Mertens for Thompson Valley. Jump pass to Wagner into the front court. Wagner, left-handed dribble all the way, banks and scores! Boy, that's a play there by Paige Wagner. She's the 6th Eagle in the scoring column. It's 20-4, 2:49 to go. In the opening quarter, there's a steal in the front court. Long baseball pass to Mertens. Mertens dribbles along the right baseline. Back out to Jacobson, into the lane, all the way, scoops it up, left hand, no. Rebound put back is up and missed by Durchie. Goes back up and scores off the glass. Durchie with 2 rebounds there and 8 points. And the Mustangs now call a 30-second timeout, trailing 22-4. So they used 3 fouls, one at 6:07, one at 5:27, one at 4:22, and then a 30 at 2 minutes and 32 seconds, and they're down by 18. But I think Brett Anderson is managing this game as well as he can. Really not much more you can do if you're the head coach of the Fort Morgan Mustangs at this point. So 22-4. We won't reset the lineups. Feels we've done that quite a few times. And here we go. To throw it in is Ramirez Osborne into Rachel Daniels, the freshman. She will engineer this possession. Daniels with a crossover dribble, then lost it. It's loose, but it's knocked out of bounds into the Thompson Valley bench by Ireland Barnes. Daniels to throw it in 3/4 court. Looking, swings it to Osborne. Osborne in the high right, but she's bodied up. They could call foul there easily. Ball is lost out of bounds. No, it was knocked out of bounds. Poked out of bounds there by Barnes. Daniels to throw it into the corner with 2:19 to go in the first. Daniels looking, still looking. Bounce pass right baseline. Well, she bounced it. Well, she tried to bounce it on the baseline, but it was poked out of bounds by Wagner before it made contact with the floor. Del Campo is in now for Longoria Vegas. Del Campo with a brief breather. Mustangs to throw it in again. Phillips, or check it, Daniels outside right, and the 15-footer's up and missed. That was off the backboard. The rebound's taken by Durchie, the miss by Arroyo there. Here's Allie Mertens, 2:07 to go in the first quarter, 22-4 Thompson Valley. At the top is Wagner on the outside left. Now into the game is Bailey Grace, down low, turning, shooting, and missing. Over there is Jacobson, and the rebound is pulled down by Phillips. Phillips with her first rebound. On the outside left to Del Campo. Bounce pass, left corner, Osborne takes the 3. Yes! Shea Ramirez Osborne with a 3-pointer. It's 22-7 Thompson Valley, a minute 36 to go. Long pass to the wide open Grace Banks and scores. Mustangs fell asleep defensively, and Grace beat everybody down the floor. 7th player in the scoring column for Thompson Valley. On the high left, Ramirez Osborne with the basketball. Gets a pick from Daniels. Hands it off to Del Campo. Dribbles by 1, by 2. And then the ball was poked out of bounds. Over there by Paige Wagner. It'll be Fort Morgan basketball down 17. Pass to Osborne in the right corner. That's Ramirez Osborne. Maintains the dribble. Back out to Daniels. Daniels against Wagner. Crossover dribble. Then feeds it back out to Arroyo. Arroyo had the ball knocked into the bench by Paige Wagner. Mustangs retain possession. 66 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And now Cammie Wiersma's into the game for Charlie Durchie, who's had an incredible first quarter. 8 points and 6 rebounds. And then Arroyo off the inbounds pass traveled. Turnover number 10 for the Mustangs. So Thompson Valley will come the other way, but again, the Mustangs will not let up defensively. In the backcourt, plenty of pressure. There's the inbounds pass to Wagner. Wagner with 59 seconds to go in the first. Dribbling on the high right. Is going to hand it off over there to Bailey Grace. On the high left now to Wiersma. Cammie inside to Merton. She blows the layup. Ramirez Osborne with a rebound, her first. There's the baseball pass to Arroyo. Then she tries to save it in even though she had room. Nice job by Ramirez Osborne. She saves it into Daniels. Daniels then nearly traveled, and now there's the call. 11 turnover. Dragged that back foot before she made the cross-court pass. Thompson Valley will have the possession with 37.5 seconds to go, up by 17 in the opening quarter. Wagner, chest pass, front court to Jacobson with a 2-on-2 all the way. Banks and misses. Left it short. Phillips with a rebound for Fort Morgan. Looking for the outlet. Then she threw the ball at midcourt, and it's intercepted. Now down low is Wiersma inside to Jacobson. Banks it in. Jacobson with a bucket. And another 30-second timeout with 19.9 seconds to go. Taken by Fort Morgan. Trailing, it should be. Is that wrong? It's got to be wrong up there. It should be 26. There you go. 26-7. As the timeout is called. Well, you're not going to have any timeouts in the second quarter, but that's fine. I mean, why wait? There's no reason to wait. That's why I think what Coach Anderson is doing is really the correct way to manage this game. You don't let opposing teams go on these ridiculous runs. These are all short runs. Now, it's resulted in a 19-point advantage, but he has called these timeouts to really halt the flow of the game and that momentum that Thompson Valley's established. To trigger it in is Ramirez Osborne. That's Coach Anderson having a chat with one of the officials. And there is the inbounds pass to Daniels. Daniels at midcourt with a crossover dribble. Daniels at the top, lost control, got it back over to Ramirez Osborne, threw her hands out of bounds. Mustangs now with 13 turnovers. Thompson Valley had 3 in the first 2 minutes. They've controlled the basketball well. 11.1 to go. Let's see if Fort Morgan can play some defense here. Wagner in the backcourt off the inbounds pass. Left-handed dribble at midcourt now with 7. Dribbles left of the lane. Back out Wiersma. Long three is going to be off the mark, and the ball is loose. It's volleyballed into the hands of Bella Phillips, and there's 1/10 of a second to go. And Fort Morgan, they'll be on defense. That's good because then Fort Morgan has possession to begin the second quarter. Yeah, and there's the bounce pass inside. Quarter's over. Shot doesn't count. 8 minutes expired as Thompson Valley 26, Fort Morgan 7 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at the Stan Lampe Gymnasium at Fort Morgan High School. Thompson Valley girls lead Fort Morgan 26-7. Kelsey Jacobson, Charlie Durchie, Cammie Wiersma, Becca Wiersma, and Ireland Barnes. That's right, Ireland, her first name for Thompson Valley. Shea Ramirez Osborne to throw it in for Fort Morgan. And her overhead pass went right through the hands of Abby Arroyo out there with Rachel and out of bounds. Rachel Daniels, Morelli Del Campo. And also in there for the Mustangs, Yelena Ramirez, who's only a freshman. Fort Morgan had 13 turnovers in the opening quarter. Now that's number 14. Here is Cammie Wiersma with the basketball. Wiersma gets a pick and hands it off to Jacobson. On the outside left is Barnes. Barnes, cross-court pass to Cammie Wiersma. She's a left-handed shooter and dribbler. On the right side to Becca. Back on the right wing to Cammie Wiersma. Inside pass to Becca Wiersma. Bounce pass back out to Cammie. Jump pass inside to Barnes. Puts it up and misses. Gets her own rebound. Left baseline, Durchie shot is up and in. Little 8-footer by Durchie. She's got 10 in the game. Barnes set that up with a rebound. 28-7. There's the backcourt pressure. With a pass is Arroyo. Now to Ramirez Osborne. Ball is tipped away, intercepted. Here's Wiersma down low for Wiersma. And that is Cammie to Becca, who scores, who's got 4 points. Now the score is 30-7. Still more pressure. Jump pass to Daniels. Crossover dribble. Stripped away. Intercepted by Becca Wiersma. Banks. Misses. Rebound. Put back is up and in off the glass by Cammie Wiersma. Timeout Fort Morgan. That's another 30-second timeout with 6:56 to go in the second quarter. No, that's a full timeout, excuse me. Full timeout. And did we get another call after that? I'm not sure we got a technical after that. I don't think so. But I heard a double whistle. Sometimes that indicates something else. It is 32-7. Yeah, I thought there was a play there at midcourt that it looked like a strip with some body contact, but no foul was called, and it was just allowed to be a turnover. And it was converted into points as the Mustangs trail by 25. And again, the high school rule is that running clock is not in effect until the fourth quarter, which I think is a stretch because the game can get out of hand as it is right now this early. And Thompson Valley, they're going to end up back in the top 10. Let's see their opener. They lost that opener to Berthoud, who's been very good for a while, 49-48 in Berthoud last Thursday. So there's no shame in that. And there was a technical called on the Fort Morgan bench. Might have been against Coach Anderson. 2 free throws here for Durchie. And the first one is up and good. So that was a technical. And second one is upcoming. Durchie's outscored Fort Morgan. She's got 11 points, 33-7. Second free throw is up and in and out. And Thompson Valley retains possession with 6:56 remaining, second quarter, up 33-7. And Barnes to throw it in. Looking in the backcourt, gets it to Becca Wiersma with a left-handed dribble against Del Campo, playing some tight defense, crosses over, hands it off to Cammie. Wiersma now to Ireland Barnes. Chest pass on the right wing to Jacobson, looking down low. Kicks it back out to Wiersma. That is Becca now to Durchie. Durchie on the left wing is going to hand it off to Ireland Barnes. Steps in. Back out to Cammie Wiersma. Right wing baseline dribble to Becca Wiersma. Becca to Durchie. Wide open right wing three is off the back of the rim. Rebound to Barnes. Bounce pass inside. Banking and missing is Jacobson. And the rebound is controlled by Fort Morgan. Nice rebound by Ordaz. And then the ball is stolen away, and banking and missing that time is Wiersma. Well, the Mustangs got away with a turnover there. Well, Ordaz doing a nice job on the boards. There's the jump pass in the right corner. Ball is poked out of bounds, intended for Ordaz, poked away by Durchie. Fort Morgan retains possession. And to trigger it in will be Ramirez Osborne. And Kiera Alaman is into the game for the first time for the Mustangs. Bounce pass right corner for Ordaz. Double team. Nearly had the ball stripped away, and it is stripped away by Durchie. Here's Thompson Valley the other way on the left wing. Durchie picks up the dribble, kicks it back out straight away. On the right wing now to Wiersma. Down low to Cammie Wiersma, banks it in. Wide open to the right of the basket. Cammie Wiersma now has 10 points. 2 players in double figures for Thompson Valley. They lead 35-7. Osborne had the ball stripped away, but it's taken by Fort Morgan. And then banking and missing as Wiersma grabs the rebound was Yelena Ramirez. The other way, banking and scoring to the right of the basket, coast to coast, is Ireland Barnes. She's got 4. Thompson Valley 37, Fort Morgan 7, 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Entry pass is taken by Ordaz and nearly a tie-up. Then the ball is still tied up, and now it's called over there. Ordaz and Charlie Durchie going for the basketball. And possession arrow, Thompson Valley. Allie Mertens back in for Thompson Valley. Mustangs counter with Longoria Vegas, Bella Phillips, and it looks like Del Campo back in. She's been in and out of the game. With 5:13 remaining in the second quarter. And Thompson Valley leads by 30. And again, this is one of the tougher teams on Fort Morgan's schedule. In the backcourt, the bounce pass is taken by Cammie Wiersma. Picks up the dribble. Now to Barnes. Barnes in the lane. Left baseline pass is taken over there by Bailey Grace. And now dribbling towards the timeline is Wagner. With under 5 minutes to go, they'll slow down this offense and set it up. On the outside left to Mertens. Chest pass at the top for Grace. Steps in. The three-pointer is perfect for Bailey Grace. Nothing but string. She's got 5 points. And the lead is 33. Thompson Valley 40. Fort Morgan 7. 4:39 to go, second quarter. Left-handed dribble. Longoria Vegas bounce pass on a high right to Del Campo. Fouled in front of the Thompson Valley bench by Mertens. That's the 14th foul. The Mustangs have committed 4 of their own. And to throw it in will be Becca Wiersma. Check that. Longoria Vegas to the left of the Thompson Valley bench. Overhead pass right through the hands of Aleman. Stolen away by Paige Wagner. Banks and too strong. Rebound is controlled by Longoria Vegas. And then a foul in the backcourt. And that foul by Barnes. Not a good foul there despite the lead. And Thompson Valley will now back off. That's a good thing. You don't want to be pressing up 33 nearly midway through quarter number 2. Ordaz uncontested into the front court to Aleman on the left wing. Aleman picks up the dribble, and then she travels. turnover number 20 for Fort Morgan. Thompson Valley committed 3 in the first 2 minutes. They have not committed a turnover since then. Pass into the front court. Here's Bailey Grace with a 1-on-2. Grace lost control, or was it poked away? It was by Phillips. Out of bounds, Thompson Valley retains possession. Barnes to throw it in on the offensive end. In the left corner, Grace, wide open three, is up and short. Nice rebound there by Ordaz. That's her third. Out of traffic, feeds Longoria Vegas. Baseball pass is going to be over the head of Alaman, out of bounds. Mustangs with turnover number 21. Daniels and Ramirez Osborne are back into the game for Fort Morgan. With 4:04 to go into the second quarter. Baseball pass is taken at midcourt by Grace. Jump pass cross court to Wagner. Left-handed dribble, banks, and scores. Man, they're very good with the left hand. That's a right-handed player. 42-7. 3:49 remaining second quarter. Daniels cross court to Longoria Vegas. Left-handed dribble, spins, looking, lobs it to Daniels. Daniels cut off. Now to Ramirez Osborne, right baseline. Her bounce pass is intercepted by Wagner. Right underneath the basket on the offensive end. Here's Wagner the other way, puts it up, too strong, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It goes to the Mustangs, poked away by Grace. And Fort Morgan, nice job of getting back on defense. Ramirez Osborne with 3.5 to go to throw it in. Here comes Rachel Daniels for the Mustangs. The freshman crossing midcourt, contested by Mertens. Crossover dribble at the top, and that's a foul by Mertens. That's her second foul, the team's 6th. Next one will garner free throws, and Becca Wiersma back into the game for Thompson Valley. Ramirez Osborne looking for a teammate. Lobs it near midcourt, nearly an over and back. Nice job of Alaman controlling the basketball, and then the ball is knocked away out of bounds. Fort Morgan retains possession as Wagner got her hand in on that one. 3/4 court, Alaman to throw it in. Bounce pass, a tight one to Daniels. Daniels looks like she's tied up, and she is, by Mertens. Possession arrow stays with the Mustangs. Trailing 42-7, 3:14 to go, second quarter. And then that bounce pass is taken by Daniels, thrown behind her, but flagged it down. Then she threw it away. Then that long pass is nearly thrown away, but no catching up is Mertens. And then Mertens had the ball knocked out of bounds, but then it went off Mertens herself. The teams exchanged turnovers. That's the first one by Thompson Valley in about 8 minutes of game time. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by Thompson Valley. Just over 3 minutes to go. It's 42-7. The Eagles are in the lead. 9 is the magic number at Rudy's Tires. 9 locations across northeast Colorado and Nebraska means there's always a location close by. Visit rudystires.com. Well, let's see what the Mustangs can do here on the offensive end. See if they can break that 10-point mark. They're at 7 right now. And to throw it in is Ramirez Osborne. She'll get it into Daniels. Daniels across the timeline, picks up the dribble. The lob pass to Ramirez Osborne. Now to Daniels, and the pass is intercepted. Here is Becca Wiersma all the way, lays it up and in with a left hand. Off the glass. Fort Morgan now with 24 turnovers. It's 44-7. That baseball pass front court is intercepted by Cammie Wiersma. Here's Wagner, 2-on-1, all the way, uncontested, banks and scores. And Wagner now with 6 points, 46-7, 2.5 to go before the break. And then Daniels had the ball stripped just beyond midcourt. Here is Wiersma the other way, and that's Becca Wiersma banking it in. 48-7. Fort Morgan's got to pass. They're dribbling a little bit too much here. You want to pass Ramirez Osborne. Well, she dribbled, then she passed, but right into the defense. That's intercepted by Cammie. Here's Becca, and she banks it in. She's got 8 in the quarter, 10 in the game. It's 50-7, Thompson Valley, with 2 minutes to go before halftime. Ramirez Osborne, bounce pass at the free throw line, knocked away by Mertens. Here is Paige Wagner, and bounce pass to Mertens, banks, and misses. Too strong. Rebound to Rachel Daniels of Fort Morgan. Minute 45 to go. Baseball pass on the right wing is taken by Longoria Vegas, who traveled. Mustangs had 13 turnovers in the first quarter, 17 in this one. Mackenzie Schrum checking in for the first time for the Mustangs. Yelena Ramirez back in. Thompson Valley basketball. They'll be clearing the bench in that fourth quarter. Cammie to Becca, long baseball pass to Bailey Grace, and then she throws it over to Wagner. She banks and scores with the left hand. Nice cut there by Paige Wagner. It's a huge run right now for Thompson Valley. 52-7. Into the lane, Ramirez puts it up and in! Off the back of the rim, Yelena Ramirez. Fort Morgan scores for the first time in the quarter. They had been outscored 26-0 before that bucket. Now here's Becca Wiersma back out to Cammie. A minute 10 to go. 52-9 in favor of Thompson Valley. Bailey Grace with the basketball. At the top now for Mertens. On the left wing for Wagner. Wagner right-handed dribble. Now left to the lane. Bounce pass inside to Wiersma. Puts it up and around and good. With a left hand, that's Cammie Wiersma. 6 in the quarter, 12 in the game. They've got 3 players in double figures for Thompson Valley. It's 54-9. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ordaz swung it on the right wing, but her teammate went the other way. Picked off by Wagner. Wagner's bodied up and fouled as she drove to the basket. She will shoot 2. And the Fort Morgan foul was committed by Ordaz. That's her third. And believe it or not, only the third and fourth free throws of the game by Thompson Valley. In the first 2 was a technical foul, and the free throws off the back of the rim. Second free throws upcoming. We'll have a quick halftime show, as is always the case in the sport of high school basketball. That one's up, and that's short. It's about the only thing they've done wrong. And Ordaz grabs her 4th rebound. Nice job by the Mustang. Ivana Ordaz with the basketball on the right wing. Lobs it inside, and the shot is up. Oh, missed an easy layup. That was Mackenzie Schrum, and the ball is pulled away by Mertens. Now to Wiersma in the left wing. Wagner turns, banks, misses an easy one. Now the rebound is taken away by Wiersma, though. They reset. Cammie Wiersma in the lane all the way. Banks, and she misses. The rebound to Becca. Now to Cammie. Little 10-footer. That's off the back of the rim. The ball is loose. 2 seconds to go. With 1 picked up by Becca. Long 3 is up. And that's an air ball. And that is the end of the opening half. And a big one for Thompson Valley. As we'll take an extended break with a score in this girls' game from Stan Lampe Gymnasium at Fort Morgan High School. It is Thompson Valley 54, Fort Morgan 9 on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Ireland Barnes along with Cammie Wiersma, Becca Wiersma, Charlie Durchie, and Kelsey Jacobson as we begin the third for Thompson Valley. Marely Del Campo along with Yadira Longoria Vegas. Bella Phillips out there defensively as they have the basketball. Thompson Valley does. Here's Wiersma. Shea Ramirez Osborne as well. And Ordaz, and the shot by Durchie's up and missed, and the ball's out of bounds. I believe it went off of Mustang. So Phillips, Longoria Vegas, Del Campo, Ordaz, and Ramirez Osborne for Fort Morgan. To throw it in is Barnes. Offensive and bounce pass inside to the cutting Wiersma, who scores. That's Cammie Wiersma, who was left unguarded. 56-9, Thompson Valley. On the outside right is Ramirez Osborne with a basketball, spinning on Wiersma, picks up the dribble, needs to hand it off and does to Ordaz with a left-handed dribble at the top. Ordaz dribbles into the lane, then the ball is stripped from behind by Wiersma. There's a long pass to Becca Wiersma. All the way, she banks and scores. Becca Wiersma now with 12. The Mustangs have 32 turnovers. Trail 58-9. Ramirez Osborne with the ball. Overhead pass cross court is taken by Del Campo. Left-handed dribble and then bounce pass cross court in the corner. The 3 is up, and that is an air ball. And then Bella Phillips comes away with the basketball. But Ireland Barnes now has it for Thompson Valley. Drives, penetrates, misses the layup, and the ball is loose on the floor. Ordaz tries to pick it up and does, but she's got to get rid of it before she's called for traveling. Threw it away, intercepted by Cami Wiersma, who banks it in. Nice job by Ordaz, but unfortunately she turned it over. 60-9, 6.5 to go in the third. Ramirez Osborne puts it up and misses. A rebound to Phillips. She banks and scores. Bella Phillips to the left of the basket off the rebound. Now has 4 points in the game. It's 60-11. And then we've got whistle and contact, defensive foul on a drive to the basket by Jacobs, and the foul is committed by Ordaz. That should be her fourth. And to throw it in will be Barnes. This will be at a running clock once we get to the fourth quarter. Barnes bounce pass inside to Becca Wiersma, and she put it up and in. She cut to the basket, and no Mustang was there to contest her shot. 14 points, 62-11. Crossover dribble by Ordaz, now picked up by Wiersma. Bounce pass on the outside left is intercepted. Becca Wiersma with one to beat all the way, lays it up and in. Man, she is fast with that basketball right down the floor. 64-11. And Thompson Valley is backing off in the backcourt, but not in the front court. They're guarding tightly. Ramirez Osborne picks up the dribble on the high right. Bounce pass back out to Longoria Vegas. Just across midcourt, Longoria Vegas chest pass right through the hands of Del Campo, chased down to the corner by Ordaz, and then she had the ball stripped away by Wiersma. Turnover number 35. Long pass to Durchie, banks it in with the left hand. Lots of layups for Thompson Valley. They lead 64-11, and Fort Morgan's going to clear the bench momentarily. And then the steal by Durchie. Durchie with a 3-on-1. Durchie left to the lane. Bounce pass inside to Cami Wiersma, banks it in. Mustangs might take a timeout here. Wiersma's got 6 in the quarter, 18 in the game. It's 68-11. They've scored 14 points in just over 2 minutes of this third quarter. And now we've got a foul this time on Thompson Valley in the front court. And that is committed by Ireland Barnes, her third. Daniels, Ramirez, Arroyo, along with Aleman and Schrum, 5 for 5 in for Fort Morgan. Let's see if this second unit can be a little bit more consistent for head coach Brett Anderson. Daniels to throw it in. Looking, still looking. Got to get rid of it. Ball is tipped away by Wiersma, and then off of Daniels, who tried to chase it down. Turnover by the Mustangs is their 36th unofficially. Cami Wiersma to throw it in. Mustangs applying some pressure. There's the lob pass. Mertens tied up by Daniels. Nice job by Rachel Daniels. Possession arrow, Fort Morgan. There you go. I mean, keep fighting. Who cares what the score is? The score right now, as far as the Mustangs are concerned, is irrelevant. They're down 68-11. We have to mention it on air, but as far as they're concerned, they're just going to play basketball. Aleman with a dribble, double team. Jump pass is intercepted. Need a ball fake there. Cami Wiersma all the way, banks, and she misses an easy one. Rebound is controlled by Rachel Daniels of Fort Morgan. Daniels the other way behind the back, lost control and got it right back though. Daniels picks up the dribble, baseball pass to Ramirez, right baseline, back out, then that one is intercepted by Wiersma. The other way, here is Paige Wagner, bounce pass inside to Mertens, banks, and scores. Lots of layups, bank shots are off the glass for those new to the game. It's 70-11, 4:58 to go in the third. With a pass inside is Ramirez, and then she is fouled on the floor. And that foul's on Jacobs in her second. Thompson Valley might be trying to score 100 points in this game. I mean, they've already got 16 in the quarter. We played just 3 minutes. The throw it in will be Aleman for Fort Morgan. On the outside right is Arroyo. Dribbles right baseline all the way, scoops it up and short. And there's going to be a tie-up for the rebound between Arroyo and Wagner. Possession arrow, Thompson Valley. And again, that's the problem when you don't institute this 35-point rule till the fourth quarter. You can allow some huge blowouts. Wagner pressured on this inbounds pass, and I think she's called for traveling, or no. Nope. It's a warning against the Mustangs. Got to back off the inbounds passer a little bit. Now the inbounds pass is taken by Wagner in the backcourt with a left-handed dribble. Crosses over on Aleman. Dribbles by Aleman right of the lane. Right corner. Jacobson 3 is off the back of the rim. And the ball is loose on the floor. And Daniels is tied up. Possession arrow Fort Morgan. Rachel Daniels, a freshman, getting really aggressive, playing some solid basketball. There's the inbounds pass to Aleman. 4:30. Got to get the clock running. The clock. Now the clock is not even moving. They're not realizing the clock is not going. There you go. I mean, you don't want this game to extend anymore. You got to make sure. Now the ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Daniels throws it in right baseline to Aleman, nearly tied up, and she traveled. 40 turnovers for the Mustangs. 5 more come in. This is what Coach Anderson is going to do. 5 for 5 in this quarter. I like the way that he's implemented a strategy for every quarter. Keep this game as fresh as possible for the players and get them motivated to play. Backcourt pass is taken by Mertens against Del Campo. Still in the backcourt to Bailey Grace. Jump pass front court on the high right to Jacobson. Dribbles at the top. Swings it back out to Cami Wiersma with a right-handed dribble. You can see why Thompson Valley is really solid. I mean, they do everything well. The handoff to Wagner, cross-court to Grace. Grace hands it off to Mertens. Free throw line for Jacobson. Into the lane all the way. Left-handed, no good. Ball is rebounded on one hop by Marely Del Campo. Del Campo dribbles left wing all the way. Puts it up and no good. A little bit too strong. Ball is tipped around into the hands of Ordaz, and she's tied up. Possession arrow Thompson Valley. But we've seen Mustangs get really aggressive, and I like this level of basketball by Fort Morgan. Again, the score turns out to be irrelevant at this point. And now we've got a full timeout called by Thompson Valley. 3:57 to go, third quarter. Thompson Valley 70, Fort Morgan 11 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at Stan Lampe Gymnasium at Fort Morgan High School. It'll be Thompson Valley basketball. They lead 70-11. There's the inbounds pass to Kelsey Jacobson. The boys playing tonight in Loveland. Long pass to Grace. Grace then collides, shoots, and misses. Too strong. And the ball is poked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Bella Phillips got a hand on that. Thompson Valley will have the basketball with 3:49 to go in the third. Paige Wagner to throw it in. Lobs it inside to the wide open Kelsey Jacobson. Cut to the basket and scored. Right off the glass. 72-11. Ordaz in the right corner for Longoria Vegas. Right-handed dribble. Crosses over. Picks it up. Bounce pass to Ordaz. Ordaz with a left-handed dribble. Gets a pick over from Ramirez Osborne. Bounce pass to Del Campo. Fakes. Dribbles left baseline. And then had the ball knocked out of bounds by Kelsey Jacobson. Stays with Fort Morgan. There was some body contact there. No whistle. Ramirez Osborne to trigger it in. Pats the basketball. Bounce pass in the left corner for Longoria Vegas. Dribbles left baseline. Cut off over there. And then the ball is knocked out of bounds off the bounce by Cami Wiersma. Mustangs retain possession with 3:20 remaining in the third. Here comes Charlie Durchie and Ireland Barnes. Yeah, it's only about a 7-player rotation that we've seen. That's about it, maybe 8 players. Bounce pass is taken by Ordaz. Now dribbles near midcourt. Ordaz against Barnes on the outside left to Osborne. Check it, Ramirez Osborne. Now to Del Campo, right of the lane. Bounce pass is knocked out of bounds by Charlie Durchie. The Mustangs trying to establish some rhythm offensively. 7 points in the first quarter, 2 in the second, 2 so far here in the third. And Ramirez Osborne. On the offensive end, bounce pass inside, and the shot is blocked as it was taken by Longoria Vegas and taken away by Bailey Grace. Thompson Valley the other way with Wagner. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. On the high left to Barnes. Barnes with a left-handed dribble, left of the lane, all the way, puts it up and in, and a foul. With a right hand off the glass, fouled by Longoria Vegas, and an and one for Ireland Barnes. And the lead is 63. Barnes to the line. Yeah, I mean, they're going to hit at least 85 points, you would think. Free throw is around and no good. Strong rebound by Ramirez Osborne, her second. Into the front court. Baseball pass, right baseline, penetrating all the way. The floater's up and missed by Ordaz. She gets the rebound, dribbles, puts it up, and that's blocked by Durchie. And taken away by Grace. Durchie with a huge block. Ordaz, though, with 7 rebounds in the game. Having a nice effort for Fort Morgan. Now Thompson Valley slowing it down on the high left is Mertens with 2:25 to go. Long pass to Barnes. Puts it up right baseline, around and no good. The ball is loose. It's out of bounds off Phillips. Mustangs could not control the rebound, and Barnes to throw it in. There's the lob, right wing to Wagner in the lane. Kicks it back out straight away. A long 2. Hits nothing but glass. Missed by Bailey Grace. Bella Phillips with her 5th rebound for Fort Morgan. On the outlet to Ordaz. Left-handed dribble. And then her jump pass is poked away. Ordaz chases it down. Then she's fouled. She's fouled by Barnes, her 4th. 3 team fouls on Thompson Valley. The Mustangs with a couple. And checking back in is Becca Wiersma. Thompson Valley's outscored Fort Morgan 20-2 in the quarter. Left corner to Del Campo. Right-handed dribble. Left of the lane. Bounce pass inside. Intercepted by Wagner. Wagner with a 2-on-2. Wagner all the way. Bumped. Shoots. Misses. Fouled. Del Campo got her 2 free throws for Wagner. And look at all the players. Well, there's still 3 players in double figures. 18 for Cammie Wiersma, 16 for Becca Wiersma, 13 for Durchie. Wagner at the line misses the first. She's 0 out of 3 from the stripe. She's got 8 points in the game. 5 for 5 again for Fort Morgan. Schramm, Arroyo, Daniels, Ramirez, and should be Aleman out there for the Mustangs. Second free throw, Wagner, is good. 75-11. With 1:53 to go in the third. Daniels' long pass is over the hands of Arroyo, out of bounds, but it was also tipped by a Thompson Valley player. So Mustangs catch a little break and retain the possession with 1:48 to go. And to throw it in is Arroyo near the corner. Oh, she gets it into Aleman. She was trapped over there, and then she threw it right off a Mustang out of bounds. Unintentionally. 42 turnovers to 5. Well, it's a huge difference, and it's also 75-11. That kind of tells the story of this game tonight from Stan Lampe Gymnasium. Just beyond the timeline is Mertens. Now to Wagner. Well behind the three-point line, right side. Durchie, left-handed dribble, hands it off to Mertens. Mertens with 1:28 to go in the third. Over to Wiersma. Wiersma guarded closely over there by Aleman. Straight away is Durchie. Durchie, left-handed dribble, left of the lane. In the left corner, Wiersma, 3 is up, and that is around and no good. And the ball is stripped away, and it's missed over there by Grace. And then the Mustangs have it with Ramirez. Here's the long pass to Aleman. Kicks it cross-court toward Schramm, but the ball is over right hand out of bounds into the scorer's table. Thompson Valley with the ball with 1:03 to go in the third quarter. Again, running clock in the fourth, so we'll have a quick fourth quarter and a quick post game as well. Thompson Valley at control for the outset. Free throw line for Durchie. Left-handed dribble. Durchie bounce pass inside, went off a Mustang, and then saved in by Thompson Valley. Straight away, 3 is up, and that's off the back of the rim, missed by Grace. But the rebound is into the hands of Paige Wagner. Wagner inside, and the shot is then blown over there by Grace. Had a wide open layup. Rebound to Abby Arroyo, Fort Morgan. Now to Schrum, but she lost control. And it's going to be a wide open layup for Paige Wagner, and she has got 11 points in the game as she banks it in. And Thompson Valley now leads 77-11. 18 seconds to go. Fort Morgan will have this final possession. On the outside left is Arroyo. Near the left corner to Daniels, 10 seconds to go. Straight away to Alaman, right of the lane. Alaman bounce pass goes out of bounds, intended for Schrum. 4.7 seconds to go. So Thompson Valley can get off one more shot. There's the lob near midcourt to Durchie with 2, with 1. Wagner, 3 is up, and it's around and no good. And that's the end of quarter number 3. It's Thompson Valley 77, Fort Morgan 11 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Best quarter for the Mustangs was the first quarter. They were outscored 26-7, but over the next 2 quarters, 51-4, 28-2 in the second, 23-2 in the third. And again, because Thompson Valley has only dressed, about 8 players. It seems like a lot of their starters. Inbounds pass is going to be intercepted, and banking and scoring is Paige Wagner. She's got 13 in the game. Mustangs are approaching 50 turnovers. They're down 79-11, but at least there'll be a running clock, so Thompson Valley will not hit 100 points in this game, which is good. You don't want something that bad. And the three-pointer missed by Daniels. Long rebound in the corner to Becca Weersma, her 7th. Here is Kelsey Jacobson. Plus, they'll slow down the offense. I don't think they're going to shoot immediately. They're just working the ball around. Wagner near that left wing against Aleman over there. Now dribbling towards the timeline. Here on the high right to Mertens. Hands it off to Bailey Grace. Free throw line for Jacobson. Baseball pass inside, banking and scoring. And a foul on Schrum is Allie Mertens. What a cut to the basket. And Mertens for the and one. Schrum commits her first. And this is when the clock does stop for the free throw. Other than that, the clock will be running. Mertens free throws off the back of the rim, but the rebound to Wiersma. That's her 8th. Jump pass to Paige Wagner out of bounds. It was too low. Only the 6th turnover for Thompson Valley. That clock's got to be running. There you go. Yeah, looked like it stopped there for a second. That ball got away, but it doesn't matter. This is not about extending the game for no reason. Just get it over and let that clock run unless there's a free throw or a timeout. 6:48 to go. Arroyo looked like she walked, no whistle. Then her jump pass is knocked away and intercepted. Here's Paige Wagner, 81-11, Thompson Valley. On the outside left, Grace. This team is good. It's not because they're playing Fort Morgan. They're just good. They are simply a team that moves the ball around. They transition well. They defend well. On the outside right, Grace with the basketball. Grace inside to Mertens, cutting, banking, and scoring to the right of the basket. That was probably about a 6-foot layup there by Mertens. Wasn't that close to the basket. She's got 6.5, 8 in the game, 83-11. Three-pointer Aleman. It's nothing but glass. Becca Wiersma has grabbed her 9th rebound of the game. Under 6 minutes to go. On the outside right is Allie Mertens inside, cutting to the basket as Wiersma, and she banks it in. And there's a timeout called by Thompson Valley, 30-second timeout. 5:49 to go. It's 85-11. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get to 100 here. They don't need to get to 100. But Fort Morgan's got to defend as well. I mean, there was no defense of the cutter to the basket. And here's the one thing. You develop sloppy habits if you stop playing. So that's something else that Fort Morgan's got to be aware of. That this team is going to play basketball. They're just not going to give up. And if Fort Morgan is aware of that, then they might be able to prevent those cutters to the basket. So Fort Morgan basketball. Fourth quarter brought to you in part by Bank of Colorado. They believe in keeping things simple. Apply for the loan you need for your dream home fully online. Visit bankofcolorado.com for all of the information. Here's Ivana Ordaz. Very good rebounding game for her. She's got 7 tonight to Ramirez Osborne. Now Ordaz, 3 is up and good. How about that shot by Ivana? Her first points of the game. The Mustangs have 2 3-pointers in the game. It's 85-14. 5:26 to go. Wagner on the outside right. Here's a newcomer, Libby Jarosik. Her 3 is missed. And the rebound was controlled over there by Longoria Vegas. Now to Ordaz. To Longoria Vegas. Cross court to Ordaz on the right wing. Now tied up is going to be Longoria Vegas. Possession arrow Thompson Valley. And they'll throw it in front of the Fort Morgan bench. There's no turnover there. But the Mustangs have committed unofficially 48. Bounce pass is taken over there by Jessica Hopkins. Backs up, 15-footer, no. Rebound to Phillips. Yeah, I'm surprised that these players came in right now, those two. I mean, this game was out of hand a long time ago. Then a blocking foul as Del Campo drove to the basket. It's going to be on the floor. I don't think it'll be 2 shots. Yeah, the foul is on Jarosik, her first. There's the bounce pass that went nearly through everybody. Then another tie-up. That'll stay with Fort Morgan as Del Campo went to the floor along with Hopkins. And Ramirez Osborne to throw it in now. 4 minutes to go in the game. 85-14 Thompson Valley. Bounce pass near that right corner, and trying to save it in was Longoria Vegas. It's loose on the floor, and it's taken away by Hopkins. Here is Allie Mertens all the way, and it's an offensive foul away from the ball on Bailey Grace, who tried to create a lane for the driving Mertens. That's also a turnover. A rare turnover for Thompson Valley. Grace with her first foul. Would have been an easy bucket. 3.5 to go. Here's Ordaz. Thompson Valley is 5 points shy of getting to 90. And then that lob in the right corner out of bounds, intended for Longoria Vegas. Mustang basketball. The Mustangs applying the pressure. They know they got to keep playing. Hopkins in the backcourt against Morelli Del Campo. Dribbles into the front court on the left wing. Grace takes the 3 and misses the 3. Front rim. Ball is tipped around. Taken by Hopkins. In the right corner, here's Wagner. Resetting the offense. 3 minutes to go in the game. Thompson Valley 85, Fort Morgan 14. Back on the high left. It is Bailey Grace. Hands it off to Hopkins. Near the timeline now to Mertens. Right wing chest pass controlled by Wagner. Down low, Mertens. Shot is missed off the entry pass. Ordaz yet with another rebound. That's her 8th. Ordaz will take it into the front court on her own with 2:38 to go. Ordaz right of the lane towards the right corner. Backs up. Takes the 3. Makes the 3! Wow, she's played a heck of a game. 6 points and 8 rebounds. Long pass to Wagner inside. And cutting and scoring to the basket is Bailey Grace. Transition basketball for Thompson Valley. 87-17, 2:18 to go in the game. There's the lob to Ramirez Osborne against Wagner. Left wing to Ordaz. Watch out, jump pass left corner. Del Campo's shot is around and no good from 3. Rebound is controlled over there by Jarosik. Long pass to Hopkins. Hopkins in the lane collides. Should be a defensive foul as both officials looking for a call. But that is a defensive foul against Fort Morgan and Del Campo, her second. No free throws yet with 1:48 to go, and the clock is running with a 70-point lead for the Eagles. Wagner to throw it in. Wagner looking, got to get rid of it. In the corner, does to Mertens, dribbles right of the lane, pulls up from 10. Back rim, no. Del Campo grabs the rebound on one bounce for the Mustangs. Then has the ball stripped from behind, then commits the foul. Got to watch out there. It was almost an intentional foul. Fort Morgan now with 50 turnovers in the game. I wonder if Thompson Valley is going to try and attempt a 3 to get to 90. Here's Hopkins. Crossover dribble stripped away. Loose on the floor. And the tie-up should be, it's going to be Thompson Valley basketball. They'll throw it in with 1 minute to go. Again, we'll keep it right here for the post game. This will be a short post game, and then we'll set you up next Tuesday. Frederick comes in. Entry pass inside to Hopkins, banks, and scores off the feet from Mertens. Lots of layups tonight. Another player in the scoring column for Thompson Valley. It's 89-17. 37 seconds to go. Ordaz bounce pass in the lane to Phillips. Phillips had the ball stripped away. That's turnover number 51. Here's Wagner inside to Jarisic. Lost control, got it back, misses, and the rebound to Ordaz. Nice job. That's now 9 rebounds for her. Ordaz with a 2-on-1. Nearly traveled and just did. Yep. Good call there. 12 seconds to go. Thompson Valley should just hold it here. Still under a running clock. There's the bounce pass in the backcourt, taken by Hopkins at midcourt with 4. With 3, she'll just dribble it out, and that'll be the final score. Thompson Valley will win tonight in Fort Morgan. Mustangs put up a pretty good fourth quarter, only outscored 12-6. Final score 89-17. As we get to the post-game show from Stan Lampe Gymnasium. Post-game show tonight is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Make sure the nutrients you've purchased for your field are getting to your crops. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water with Advanced Agri Solutions. Call Dusty or Roxy 970-571-2024. That is Advanced Agri Solutions. Well, Thompson Valley wins for the first time this year. They've got one heck of a basketball team. No question about that. As we'll run through the numbers. For Thompson Valley, they got 18 points apiece from Cammie and Becca Wiersma. 13 in the game from Paige Wagner and Charlie Durchie. 8 points from Allie Merton, 7 from Bailey Grace. Ireland Barnes scored 6, 4 in the game for Kelsey Jacobson. Jessica Hopkins with 2. The Mustangs were led by Ivana Ordaz 6 points. Bella Phillips with 4. 3 from Shea Ramirez Osborne. And then 2 apiece from Morelli Del Campo and Yelena Ramirez. 25 rebounds for both teams. As Becca Wiersma had 9 for Thompson Valley. Ivana Ordaz 9 for Fort Morgan. But the big difference, obviously, the turnovers. As the Mustangs committed 52 in the game. Thompson Valley was 7. And then the free throw situation, again, not a factor at all. Mustangs attempted just 1 free throw and missed it. And Thompson Valley in the game was only 2 out of 8 from the line. But they went going away. They were up 26-7 after 1, 54-9 at the break, 77-11 after 3, and then outscored Fort Morgan 12-6 in the fourth. The Mustangs fall to 0-4, and again, Thompson Valley at 1-1. Again, we'll have the doubleheader coming up, 5:30 and 7 o'clock right here in Fort Morgan on Tuesday, a week from today, when the Mustangs will be opposed by Frederick. I'm John Beltran. The final score once again tonight in this girls basketball game from Stan Lampe Gymnasium at Fort Morgan High School. Thompson Valley 89, Fort Morgan 17 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.